There are some fashion fans, some high fashion fans whose heads damn near exploded this morning when we got these images. Yes, that is the Queen next to the Queen. Queen Elizabeth sitting next to Anna Wintour, front row at Richard Quinn's show. This was Tuesday morning in London. Listen, you don't have to know a lot about fashion or even the royal family to know why this is a big deal. Queen Elizabeth doesn't show up at fashion shows.
And Anna Wintour is the icon of icons as far as the fashion world is concerned.
So the fashion world is all abuzz about this because why is Queen Elizabeth going to Fashion Week events suddenly? It's just
true or false, Charles?
She's 91 years old.
True or false? Like Anna Wintour once had a mini affair with Bob Marley. True or false?
I'm gonna guess that it's true.
That's true. Shout out to Anna Wintour. She knows what time it is.
We're gonna get into that. Maybe we'll get into that. We'll see. But Robert Verdi, our favorite fashion expert, joining us right now. Robert, I got to know what you were thinking when you saw this image. Did you have any idea this was gonna happen?
I had no idea this was going to happen, and my head certainly exploded when I saw these pictures. You know, the illustrious monarch of England seated next to the illustrious monarch of Vogue magazine. Two legendary queens sitting next to one another. Now, I've been seated next to a lot of queens at fashion shows, but never one of these two.
Never the actual queens.
I got to ask you a question. In this photo, who's sitting next to who?
Right.
Is Queen Elizabeth sitting next to Anna Wintour, or is Anna Wintour sitting next to Queen Elizabeth?
Anna Wintour is sitting next to Queen Elizabeth for sure.
Yeah, especially in London,
right?
No
matter what. Yeah, for sure. And it's her turf. I mean, Anna is British. Richard Quinn was presented with an award, which Queen Elizabeth was presenting him with. He's an illustrious graduate of Central St. Martin's, the famous school that turned out the likes of Alexander McQueen. And he's been on the radar immediately from his graduation. He won a big award from H&M. He has now won this award presented by the Queen. He's definitely a designer that people are already talking about. His stuff is already available in not widely in the market, but he's out there. So it's very interesting that they would show that Queen Elizabeth would show up. Not as interesting that Anna Wintour would show up because you'd expect her to be there.
So this was sort of like a British pride thing. Maybe that's how they got the Queen to come out.
British pride thing. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of fascinating to see her after 91 years make her way to the front row of a fashion show where she plopped that little bag down, and clearly they got ready for her because that seat has a little cushion on it if you look at it.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah, I guess there's a little pillow on that seat.
That make her comfortable.
And if you're really a fashionista, as I am, and you push in really close, you can see that Anna Wintour's boots are a little torn up. They're a little beat up. She's been walking around in those boots. Those boots were made for walking, and she's used them well.
Robert, I got to ask you a question. While we're talking about fashion, what do you think of the Queen's royal fashions right there? What would you give her? How do you rate her outfit there?
You know, for a second, the first time I saw that picture, I was like, is that Mrs. Doubtfire?
No, Robert. Yo.
No, I love her.
Yo. You trying to start an international incident, fam?
You know, we do air in Canada, you know, and
came back to life.
Oh my God, Robert is going off.
Hey, do you know what, Robert? Listen, one thing I thought was interesting when the models were walking down the runway, Queen Elizabeth, like everybody was clapping as they do. Queen Elizabeth did not clap. Is there some sort of like rule against the monarch? Does she not applaud at things?
There's a rule about it. You know, I think that
maybe she wasn't impressed.
Yeah, maybe she wasn't impressed. I think fashion is one of those things that people never know how to behave at a fashion show. That it's, you know, it's very, it's not a common occurrence that people clap. It's a very rare occurrence at a fashion show that people clap. There's more disdain and arrogance at fashion shows than any other event.
Sounds like a blast, Robert.
Unless. I mean, an eye roll is equivalent to a clap at a fashion show. Like nobody claps. So it's kind of interesting. But why Queen Elizabeth wouldn't clap is maybe she just doesn't clap at anything.
Yeah,
I mean, I just don't think she wants a photograph of herself clapping.
All right, Robert. Here's we're just out of time, but this is the important question. Do you know what Van is talking about? Have you heard this story about Anna Wintour and Bob Marley?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I haven't either. I got to fact check that. I don't know about
I read an
this.
account.
I'm gonna fact check
She
it.
disappeared into the woods with Bob Marley and came back out like a week later. It's true.
What are you talking about? Okay, now you're just
Look
making
it up.
stuff up.
I'm being for real. Look it up.
Well,
I believe it.
Robert, thank you so much for joining
bro.
us, man. Appreciate the insight.
See you guys later.
All right, man. All right, so when we
Robert
come
went
back.
for it right there. I gotta say, I like the guy. That's my guy.
He's great. He's great.